All right, everyone. Very lovely good evening to everybody. Today, I've got a question to discuss and some common mistakes to point out. Why people get 6.5, they write everything so good, but still the scores will be so less. There could be a lot of factors. Few of the factors I'm going to take up in this question. So, how the class goes for the first 30 minutes, I'll explain you the mistakes this essay contains, how to do it, and a lot many things. The remaining 30 minutes, you will write and get the feedback. Okay, so that's how the class is structured. So let's stick to this. So before we begin, let's understand in our IELTS writing, essay writing especially is a preference compared to the other task. So here what matters, evaluation criteria is four things. One is task response, second is coherence, cohesion, third is vocabulary, and the fourth is grammar. These are the four things that actually contribute equally towards your score as far as your evaluation is concerned. Task response. Have you answered correctly to the question? For whatever the question asked, have you given the correct answer? What is your name? My friend name? No, no, no. Tell your name. Correct? Coherence question. Have you narrated it the way it has to be? Meaning, main idea, which leads to supporting idea, which leads to some example. This is one bundle of ideas. Then comes vocabulary. Are you using apt words? Meaning the words that the situation demands. Not simply Googling, I mean, like taking the help of Google and writing some words that even Shakespeare doesn't know. Correct? Grammar is everything. Majorly, it's, using mixture of simple, compound, complex sentences, using right articles, prepositions, tenses, etc. So this is the overview of what gives you mark, how the marks are distributed. So now I've got a question. This question we will review based on these four parameters one by one and understand for task response, how much marks the person gets, for coherence cohesion, how much marks out of 9 the person gets, for vocabulary, how much marks the person gets, for grammar, how much marks the person gets. All right. So, and then we'll identify the mistake and try to give a score out of 9 for this particular essay. And then you will take over paragraph by paragraph. You will write and send me for the feedback and get the live feedback. Any doubt so far? All right, great. Let's start. There's a very simple question. This question has come in the exam multiple number of times. I'll send this question to you as well in the chat option for your future reference. Let's read the question. When I say read, you try to understand and visualize what is asked. Don't simply read it for the sake of it and understand the way you want it. No, you understand what it is meant for. Many companies sponsor the sports. Companies, they sponsor the sports. Pepsi will sponsor sports and tell them, we will give you money. You play and wear Pepsi jersey. Pepsi will be written here as a way of advertising themselves. Great, I actually understood the question. Some assume that they have understood the question, but very few actually understand the question. Now I believe I have understood the question and you too have understood what the question is. Some people think that it's a good thing, while other thing it has disadvantages. Good thing means it has some advantages. Others believe, hey, it is bad, it has disadvantages. Discuss both the views. Second paragraph, you talk about companies which sponsors sports as a way of advertising is a very good thing. It enhanced their profit. It has really done good things for them. Third paragraph, those companies which sponsored sports have collapsed, gone case. That is what third paragraph. And give your opinion. This is your fourth paragraph. In my opinion, talk main idea, some supporting idea, example, or main idea supporting idea, two, three sentences. I've given you template. Templates are in the template folder. For this, there is a template. You can just use that. I'll explain this as being taken from one of the students. Just now I was looking into the essay. This is the template the person has used. Body paragraph 1, arguments in favor of side A, advantages. Body paragraph 2, arguments against, means on the other hand, in favor of side B, disadvantages. After the consideration of both the arguments, I'm inclined to support one of them in favor of more compelling, because the template will have some data. You just follow the template that is given to you. Third paragraph you will write. This is third paragraph. This is where the marks are hidden. You have to give your opinion. Sorry, fourth paragraph. Separately in the fourth paragraph. This is introduction, body paragraph 1, second paragraph, third paragraph, fourth paragraph. This is conclusion. You can just check the template folder. You will find the template for discuss both the views and give your opinion. If you don't want to follow a template, absolutely fine. I even don't recommend them if you're not into like cramming the templates, totally fine, but follow the structure. Intro, then second paragraph will be in favor of the side A, third paragraph in favor of side B, fourth paragraph your opinion you need to give. Will side A works or side B works? Do you think advantages helps or disadvantages help? What is your opinion basically in sponsoring the sports by the companies? Conclusion is nothing but second, third, fourth, whatever you've written above it, you just have to summarize in 2 lines. This here in the last paragraph. Please don't invoke a new thought. Please don't bring in a new idea. Please don't do that. In introduction and conclusion, you just have to stick to some protocols. Introduction, don't deviate. Whatever is given in the question, paraphrase. Conclusion, whatever you have written above, paraphrase, summarize. Okay, so now let's review. This is the question. When it comes to advertising, comma is missing. Most business showcase is wrong. He eats, business showcases. Most is a plural word. Most restaurants, most businesses showcase. No, never mix opinion and conclusion in conclusion, because they've asked this is a part of the question. When it's a part of the question, it has some weightage, isn't it? That weightage, you need to separate it and give the value that it demands. You need to write this in the fourth paragraph, after which you will write the fifth paragraph, which is conclusion. Okay, so now when it comes to advertising, most businesses showcase themselves by supporting the financial aid to the sports activities. When it comes to advertising, full stop. However, simply cannot put a comma and keep continuing. There are differing notions on this matter. It is important to discuss both sides of the argument for comprehensive understanding of the topic. And this is the template that I have given. In this essay, we'll explore both sides followed by my opinion. That's it. That's it. You can write it the way you want it. You can, most companies use sports or sponsor sports because they want to get the advertisement in a positive way. Some believe that it has advantages, while others believe the opposite. This essay will discuss both the views and then give my opinion. Anything is fine in simple words. Don't take more than 2 minutes to finish this off. And once you do this, you will start with the second paragraph. See, this is a very small paragraph the person has written. By looking at it, I'll tell you it's not that great. But yes, if the person is really good at it, then in short terms, in a very short writing, the person will be able to communicate or convey more things. That's the art of writing. But looking at it, let's see. To begin with, comma, arguments should be small. Arguments in favor that few folks reckon that. Arguments in favor that few folks reckon that it is a better way to present businesses by leveraging the sports as a medium. See, this, do you think this is a new idea? Or is it Same as the question. Guys, see, there is a protocol, there is a structure. You just follow it. See, nobody wants to simply read something that doesn't make any sense, isn't it? If you're beating around the bush, nobody likes to read. Nobody has time. The very first line, to begin with, arguments in favor that few folks reckon that it is better to present businesses by leveraging the sports as a medium. Same thing, companies sports sponsor sports by advertising themselves. Same thing has been written in different terms, that too wrong grammar. First line, see, coherence, cohesion, main idea. What is your main idea? Write that, no? It has the highest reach in general public on daily basis. To begin with, sports is watched mostly by everybody, which has the potential to engage audience, and businesses will mostly depend on them by sponsoring. That is your main idea. Start with a particular idea. Don't start. You've already given enough introduction. Again, to begin with, one more intro, absolutely not required. This is not going to give any score. This is just an added line. Waste of time. It is because it has the highest reach in generic public on daily basis. Supporting idea done and dusted. But this is a main idea. I need supporting idea, one more to strengthen it. Supporting idea is like you've gotten the pillar. Supporting idea is like putting that cement, that building that wall. Example is like paint, concrete, curing. That is the next step. The first two lines are very important. It has the highest reach in. So how probably you can start firstly sponsoring sports, or sports is mostly watched by all, and companies sponsoring this will gain immediate attention. This is because these sports appear everywhere in the form of appear everywhere, um, maybe in the bracket in the form of live tournaments or in TVs, where most people are glued, or most people watch, and this is easiest option for companies to gain some quick attention. This is what I want. See, I'm just writing, I'm not thinking much, because I have the clarity on what I want to write. It's a very simple way of writing. I just wrote it. Now, two lines done. Now for exam. Pepsi company was almost low in its business last decade. However, what happened? They decided to sponsor Cricket World Cup, and players were asked to wear a jersey which has Pepsi text embossed on it. This drew immediate attention by spectators and thrived the business within no time. Today, Pepsi has continued this strategy to stay in the market, being number one. Hence, sponsoring. See, I'm just writing, I'm just showing you how I'm, like building the story. Sponsoring sports has tremendous advantages in terms of companies' growth. Now just pay more attention. I'm going to divide the sentences into main idea, supporting idea, example by highlighting them in different colors. In this, what is that word which decides my main idea? There is a word I have written which decides my main idea. What is that main idea? Anybody? There's a word there. Quick, quick, quick. You read the first line highlighted in yellow and tell me the main idea, the main word, the main keyword. That is the idea. Very good, Shubham. Immediate attention, growing popularity, gaining attention. This is my main idea. This clarity you should get the moment you look into the question and think of an idea. Think of a word, think of that keyword and frame some sentence and include it. Main idea done. Now you look at it. Where is that? The previous one. I think we removed, is it? Oh, here, sorry. Oh, I think I've written the entire essay. All right. So, arguments in favor that few folks reckon that it is better way to represent business by leveraging the sports. This is no keyword. All the keywords are from the question, means it is paraphrasing from the question. Gaining the attention. This keyword, if the person had gotten, she would have written, she has a good English. Just getting it right. This is the idea that I want you to generate and then build a story on top of it. This is the idea. Now, how it will gain attention? How? Whatever the idea you wrote, just put a question mark. Sports is mostly watched by all, and companies sponsoring this will gain immediate attention. How? If I have to add more clarity, that is this. Before, main idea is like 11th floor. Supporting idea probably is 8th floor, 7th floor. Example is the basement. You get into specifics. Let's take an example of thumbs up. Let's take an example of this company, McDonald's. That is example. Supporting idea should be little generic, but little inside than the main idea. Now we have to say how it will gain attention. Sports, everybody will watch. Let them just use this, brand as a text in their jersey. People would start looking into it. Correct, attention will be more. As a result, they gain attention. Similar thing, same thing only, but little add more data. These sports appear everywhere in the form of live tournaments or in TVs where most people watch, and this is easiest option for companies to gain some quick attention. Gain attention, similar thing only I'm explaining, but adding a little more data. Now this is the supporting idea. Example, coming to the basement. -1, -2, -3. For example, Pepsi company was almost low in its business. You can retain or you can change this word. I was very, quick in writing things. I did not think much about the apt words. Probably you can write some business, like related words to represent that the company was of low profit, was low in profit. Anything is fine. In its business last decade. Simple sentence. A very small sentence I wrote. However, they decided to sponsor cricket World Cup and players were asked to wear jersey which has Pepsi text embossed on it, Pepsi logo on it, anything. This drew immediate. See though, however, just pay more attention, just observe things. You can narrate the story the way you want it, but these words are crucial to building the story. This drew immediate attention by spectators and thrived, improved the business within no time. Today, I'm giving that clarity. Pepsi has continued the strategies to stay in the market, being number one. And sponsoring sports. This is conclusion. So it has got every element in it, step by step. This entire thing is the example, and that's how you write the example. Example, it's not just a basement. Basement, -2, -3, -4. 4 floors are there. That much you need to write. Never write one line example, two sentence example. Try to write as much as possible. But whatever you write, I want to write about immediate attention, quick attention. Here also, I need to write about quick attention. Can you tell me in this, which is that word which is a synonym of quick attention? Quick, just this highlighted ones. Whatever I just highlighted. Which is the word which is a synonym of quick attention? No, Pallavi, this sentence. Thrived means improved. Thrive is not quick attention. Like this, it happened. What is that word? No time. Yes. I'm still talking about immediate attention, quick attention, due very fast attention within no time. All these signify I'm still talking about the same thing. I'm ending it the way I started. I want to drink apple juice. I go to market, get the apple, come home, put the apple, cut the apple, put it in a juicer, put some milk or put some sugar, water, run it, filter it, drink. This is the way I'm writing. I'm not doing like this. I want to drink apple juice. I go to a market. I bought apple and then I saw mango. I took a mango. I saw pineapple. I took banana. No, that is wrong. You start something, continue till you end it. This is the very basics of this coherence, cohesion. This has got everything it needs. So now we know what a good essay looks like. Correct? So now we understand what are the mistakes. First of all, idea is missing. The opening statement should have an idea for quick attention by the reader. That is not there. Now we'll go. It is because it has the highest reach in general public on daily basis. This is correct, but can you add more clarity? How come daily basis may it is highest reach? Oh, is it coming in radio? Is it streaming in Geo app for free? Is it streaming in YouTube? A little bit explained, not there. For instance, I want the writer to build a story on his or on her own. Don't say a research has been done by MIT which said if a company sponsors sports, they will get more money. Hey, please don't. It will not give marks. Huh? See how it gives you do the research. That will give you the marks. So here I wrote a story. Pepsi company full low business. Then they decided to sponsor World Cup. Players were asked. I'm building the story. And everyone watched that Pepsi logo. These players are wearing. As a result, everyone got to know about Pepsi. As a result, this Pepsi was, being sold like never before. Whatever the research he has told here, as a survey conducted by IIT students, the ABC company had seen a best reach as they did the marketing by financing the best football team in the world, and sales had grown gradually in the upcoming years. How? A survey told, ask the survey. No. Then the examiner will say, I'll give you 6.5. Ask the survey to increase your scores. Just watch out these two things. This and this. These two are examples. The first that I've written is an example on my own. Second, just a cooked up story. First also could be a cooked up story, but it seems realistic. Second, you are just escaping by writing some survey did it improve. It's very easy to write. Anything that you seek shortcut will not get you the scores. You put that effort and write on your own. This is what I'm talking about. I wrote on my. For this, you just need a hold, a grasp on the topic. Before you start writing, you need to know what has to come in main idea, what has to come in supporting idea, what should be written in example. These three, if you think through and then start, definitely you will know exactly what you write. This is how the outcome will be. Otherwise, this is how the outcome will be, where main idea is missing, supporting idea is missing, example is written, but completely falto example, which is just a survey example, which is not going to give you scores. This should be 5.5 or 6, though the essay looks good. On the other hand, it will become a huge burden for the most companies on financial basis because it needs to assess the team. They need to bear the each and everyone expenses incurring within the group on daily basis. Idea is good, requires huge money. That's what the idea is. Good idea. What is written is fine. Main idea is fine. Supporting idea is not there. Now example, all I need is how this every expense will be, how much expense they need to bear, how it is a huge burden. If this person writes, I'll give 7. It's a huge burden for the companies. If they decide to sponsor, huge money they need to spend. There only money will go, how money will come later. For example, then explain Thumbs Up brand started. Colgate brand started in the beginning. And then prove it may not be for the small companies, chotomoto companies. It could be only for the big companies that can do it. If a small company takes this step, it will come to the road. Give an example where a company has just disappeared, a name of the company. What happened? They did not have capital. They still went with, doing ads. And it incurred lot of loss. In the end, they were not able to even pay for the ads. Something of that. As a result, company came to the ground. According to an article, it proved that ABC company started sponsoring and then collapsed. Please don't, sponsor. This way you cannot write. The article that was written in Times India, the Indian company Royal had spent about 35% just to sponsor one cricket team. This is not saying anything, guys. Hope you are getting it. These are all the live essays. Live essays that I just reviewed. I just saw. I'm just showing you here. I just checked this essay. It has mistakes. It really has mistakes. So it's not about just finishing the videos or just going with your own way of thinking. It's about implementation. You need to write, get the feedback, and that's what the course is. Just give me 3 class, I'll give exam. All those will not work. You need to write. You need to write. You need to write. So any doubts so far? If you want this as a reference, I'll give you this. You can just refer to this. And second paragraph, anyhow, I have written. I don't want you guys to write the second paragraph. What I want is, I want you to write third paragraph. Pay more attention what I'm asking. मुझे third paragraph चाहिए. In the third paragraph, what I want you to write, discuss the disadvantages. One disadvantage is enough. First sentence, talk about main idea. Don't simply say there are several don't. It's a waste of time. I want you to come to that main idea. Main idea. Second sentence, supporting idea. If you want, you can write second and the third sentence supporting idea. It's up to you. And fourth sentence starting or third sentence starting, example. Fifth sentence also example. It should continue. Sixth sentence, try to write that. This alone will build that clarity. Example, continue. At least this I need. At least 3 sentence example, 1 or 2 sentence supporting idea. It's up to you. If you believe that you need to write one more sentence to add more clarity, please do. It's all about maturity. It's all the skill. This is the writing skill. And yep, this I want you to write. Once this is finished, then we go to opinion if time permits. So I have sent you this particular thing that I wrote. Hope you have gotten it in your chat option. I want you to write the third paragraph. Pay more attention. Third paragraph. Write it neatly. If you're writing on a paper, write it neatly. Take a picture and WhatsApp me. And those who are writing in the laptop, directly click on the chat option and send me in the chat. Okay, I think it should not take more than 20 minutes. Try doing it. I'll just wait. Exact 30 minutes. I started 9 to, it's 9:32, 30 minutes. The rest 30 minutes, we will use it for feedback. Okay, I'll just wait for your answers. Thanks much. Any doubts? Any other doubts you have? Kavita, Vita, Shafi, Indraprit ji, iPhone, Kavita, Pallavi, Poonch, Shubham, any other doubts you guys have, please feel free to let me know. Or you can text me any point of time in the next half an hour. All good. I'll just wait for your answer. Thanks much. All right, we have a couple of essays. Let's start with Inderpreet. This is a very small one, Inderpreet ji. Sponsoring sports does not guarantee any return to business houses. Probably, secondly or firstly. It's fine, otherwise, also, it's fine. Very good idea. This is our main idea, or his main idea. This is because mostly the viewers of the tournament, such as of Indian Premier League, are interested in watching favorite sportsmen and their performances. As audience is hardly concerned about the product promotion, rather they just want to entertain themselves. Good idea. So here you don't write Premier League. Here you write this is because mostly sports watchers are keenly interested in watching their favorite sportsmen and their performances and are hardly concerned about the product promotion. For example, here in India, IPL tournament, now we can start, is very popular. Here you can blah blah blah, continue, few more lines. Then it will be precise. Directly using an example in the second line may not be a great one to do. Otherwise, you're really good in the way you have written the main idea, supporting ideas were good. Just that example is completely missing. I hope you understood that. Now we will go to Shafi. Opponents argue that this strategy is not effective for all companies. This is because this is okay, still fine. The sports team a specific company is sponsoring may not attract a certain demographic which the company is targeting. This divergence is target audience might result in wastage of huge money and company may face strain on its profit percentage. It is not very clear. Now I demand Sheffy to write a perfect example. If she has written, we will give the 7 and above. A brand named Diacare, which is diabetic care company, once got associated with the football team. However, if it could not generate a targeted lead from its ads, as football matches are mostly watched by young teens and adults, and these people have very less chance of having diabetes. Consequently, the company faced huge losses that year as advertisement cost of that specific year was extremely high. It could not generate desired yield in investment. Exceptional. This probably is a band 7.5 equivalent. This is exactly what I want you guys to write. I'll just give you this an example. You can just it has got everything. Probably the first line could have been written in a much effective way. Otherwise, also is good. You have written now what is required, Shafi. Really appreciate it. If you just see it's close to it, almost same as what I wrote. The same kind of things that I wrote here, the similar kind of things are here as well. On the other hand, we will start with this. This is because supporting idea. And then, for instance, however, just observe this. Consequently, all these are building the story. Therefore, 100% building a story. It all sinks in here. So definitely it's a good one, Shafi. Appreciate it. Thanks much. We go to Pallavi, Anupallavi, sorry, Pallavi. So we will just have a look at this. On the other side, it will be another source of income for the sports companies, which will somehow end in greediness and make them less dedicated to the actual sport. Not a great idea. Because there are many other ideas that you could have targeted. For example, I forgot I was on. The video was off. For example, a football player from Bangladesh was sponsored by a company which manufactures, not manufacturing, which manufactures, it's a fact, protein powder. That the player got more money on monthly basis and worked less number of hours in comparison to sports. So he gave up the game and started focusing on promotions for these kind of products. Not only this has a logo on his social media saying paid promotion since no. You did not prove how it affected the company's growth. Probably it affected his career. The question is not will it affect the sports person's career. It's all about the company. Company sponsoring will have advantages. Some people think this is a good thing, while other think it has disadvantages. Probably you could have concentrated more on the company rather than on the person. Otherwise, what you wrote was also fine. Probably could have been little better in terms of organizing the idea. The idea was not that great. So probably this may not score 7, it will be 6.5 Pallavi. Okay. So now we have Avita, and then Daljit, Kaurji, and Kavita. Those who have finished this can start with the fourth paragraph. That is um, this one. Opinion. All right. Sponsoring sports to gain profit may not be guaranteed. This is because though people get the opportunity to see such products information, every individual may not take it seriously, consider it seriously. Formal word. For instance, Yes Bank used such an event or such events to gain the popularity. You don't get popularity, probably you can get some pizzas. But as it is a small and not well known company, it did not gain much attention from the audience. Why? Not clear. When people ignore such companies, it not only reduced its value. Why they ignored is my question. It's not clear. Probably could have written they targeted a particular sport where all the spectators were mostly into this field. They were not into banking field. As a result, they were not interested, or they did not even consider consider the logo of the S Bank. They only focused on the performance of the sport person. This way, S Bank was collapsed. Probably could have narrated it in a different way. Um, it's a small and not well known company, may not be a great one. Every company will be small and not well known, so they sponsor to become big. This may not be a great justification for this, is what I felt. Not only that, the company spent on close the use for the one, as also not so clear justification. Otherwise, the way you have structured it is really good. Okay. All right. We go to Daljit. Sorry. On the contrary, exorbitant spending on the sports event can cause financial burden on the company. Good one. This is to say the agreements related to organizing such big events. Agreements involve, not involves, bearing expenses of sportsman and luxurious hospitality, which can cause a large sum of money to be surplused on the event, hence ultimately leading towards money related burden on the sponsoring company as lavish taking take care lavish lavishly looking after needs to become out. To exemplify, never write, see, I told you here, what is this? You wrote this. What about this too? You've written so good. Till here, so awesome. To exemplify, soft drink company named Thumbs Up released statistics showing the amount spent on IPL matches, which is quite high. Continue, no? Why it was high? Why it was high? You write two more lines, I'll give you 7.5. You have the skill. Okay. So now we will come to Kavita Singh ji. There are some disadvantages to companies endorsing sports because it is distracting the athletes. Companies starts to gain control over players and manipulate them with money, and then sportsman also come under the pressure and afraid to lose his sponsorship. Whereas it is distracting for the viewer. Why viewer athletes? See, multiple things. You started with apple juice distracting the athletes. Continue talking about one line you did, and now you're starting with distracting. No, may not. A lot of things are there. See, don't let's focus more on the athletes' performance and all. Let's only write about the companies to be on the safer side. Because the question is about spams, companies sponsoring sports as a way of sports. That's it. They're not targeting the sports people. So let's consider the sports and the company to be on the safer side. May not be great idea. And this structure is missing, Kavita. They wanted this structure. Okay. We have Shubham. I think this is the last one. It's 10:01. I have a 10:30 class, so I will have to wrap it up. Many people gets addicted. What's get addicted or become addicted towards few brands, which causes problem in their lives. There are some wealthy sponsors whose products or services are too instigative and addictive, such as gambling, poker, and betting apps. All these sponsors generate more attention than actual sport by high impactful marketing, and many people fall in their trap and suffer losses by playing those games rather than enjoying the main game. Created huge influence on many people. These companies' adverts created curiosity and promoted. That's what you're writing the after effect, but I want you to write how it impacts for the company. You're taking on the other side because nothing is given. At the same time, it's just company sponsoring the sports. It's a good thing. It's not very clearly given. You can take anything you want, but I would still recommend talk about company instead of talking about how it affects the lives of the people. Though it is not given, it's safer to be on the safer side. That's the reason some examiner may give you this as full, some may not. Some consider it's off topic. To be on the safer side, talk about companies only. What you've written is really good, but I got the idea to earn quick money, which draw down many accounts throughout the nation, as the winning chances were just this type of advertisement or these type of advertisements not only took away the gist of actual game but pushed large amount of population towards buying the products. Hence some advertisements created havoc in the minds of the crowd and led to the conclusions led to huge losses for general public. Excellently written, really awesome, but still I probably may have to consider it soft topic, though it is not at all clearly given in the question. It's safe to assume it is for the company, not for the person who is playing the sport. Shafi, I need the opinion. This is conclusion. What you written is conclusion. Fine, guys. So I'll just wait for your opinion. If you are not sure how to write, finish the template video or finish the videos that are given to you. They have clearly explained how to write the opinion. Then you can write and send us in the mail, or you can WhatsApp me for today. I will, once I get time, have a look at it and reply it for you. Otherwise, it's fine. Great session. I think it's 4 past 10. We're gonna stop it here. Really appreciate the time you spent on this. I hope there is no doubt you enjoyed the session and understood your mistakes. With this, I'll park it here. We'll again be back Wednesday evening with a listening mock. Till then, take care. Thanks much, guys. See you all soon. Have a good night's sleep. Bye bye. Thanks much.